So, welcome to the cast. Today we have a magnitude Aftershock, and they're facing off Bork side of the moon. This is Nexus Gaming Series NGS Division B West semifinals. So it is going to be a round of 6 semifinals, just because this is um, a division with a low number of players. So instead of like an 8 team semifinals, this is going to be a 6 team semifinal, round of 6 semifinals. But yeah, it should be interesting. The One second, let me just figure out what the heck is going on with this stream. Oh yeah, my stream is up. Yeah, just wanted to double check because someone was DMing me. Is your stream up? So yeah, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the first map will be Towers of Doom. It was picked by Magnitude Aftershock, who did have choice of map pick versus first pick, so they elected to map pick. So this should be pretty interesting to see what they pick. So we have a lobby up. We're just waiting for the teams to call ready. And let's put the hot soundtrack on. Should be pretty good. So this is going to be a best of 5. So as you can see, there's 5 slots, right? And yeah, it should be a good one. And we have a draft going. Turn off the Simon Cam stuff. Okay. Okay. So remember to hydrate, everyone. This is gonna be a long one, so yeah, get those hydrations in. Yeah, first ban Maev by Bork side of the moon. Pretty expected. Magnitude Aftershock does have a really good Maev player. Let's see what Magnitude Aftershock responds with. So what do you need on this map, right? You need double soaker in the off lane, right? Typically. I mean, some people go 1-1-3, so one person in the top lane, one person in the mid lane, 3 in the bot lane. But it's pretty typical to have your off lane double soaking. We have a Cassia ban, so that's pretty interesting. Word on the street is that Bork side of the moon has a pretty good Cassia player, so it seems like that's being respected. Chromie ban by Bork side of the moon. Again, the second word on the street is that Magnitude Aftershock has a really good Chromie player, so that makes sense too. And see what the last ban is. We have Sylvanas, so I think that's also like a player ban, right? I'm pretty sure Borkside in the Moon has someone that plays that. And yeah, we have a Leo. So like I said, Towers of Doom, double soaking, pretty important, right? So Leo is pretty good. He can get countered in various ways, but he's good at double soaking, right? And there's some really good entomb angles. Diablo Taika is being picked by Magnitude Aftershock, so that's a pretty common pick that we see from Magnitude Aftershock. Picking the Tychus with the Diablo takes away that counter pick. It is important to note that Bork side of the moon was showing Leoric already, who does a decent amount of percent damage. So that does make the Diablo pick a bit riskier, but that's okay. And on Bork side of the moon, we have the tank and DPS being picked with Johanna and Vala. Very solid picks. Yeah, I think those are like pretty A tier, S tier picks, depending on who you ask. And the third band rather, Magnitude Aftershock is Junkrat. Yeah, if you give the other team Vala Junkrat, you're probably gonna be screwed. So that's a good call. What hasn't been picked yet, right? So healer DPS on Bork side of the moon, typically, and then healer DPS offlane on Magnitude Aftershock. We have Tarande being banned. So Tarande, You know, the Bork side of the moon probably loaded up their stats of the storm and saw that Magnitude Aftershock played a lot of Tyrande, so I like that ban too. Waiting for 2 more picks on Magnitude Aftershock. Anduin the Ming. So Anduin, very good with Diablo, right? Anduin is decently good against Diablo. Like, so he has good interactions against Diablo. And he's also good with Diablo. So, you know, picking him with Diablo, always a good idea. And the Ming, very explosive. A lot more long range than Tychus, right? So it kind of complements that nicely. And Bork Side of the Moon is rounding out their team with White Mane and Falstad. White Mane's a really good healer with Vala, just because the explosive healing that she can provide can keep her nice and safe. And Falstad always good. Good on this map because he can always barrel roll to the mid lane and kind of like mess up the off laner, right? And the last pick we have Zul. Yeah, so Zul, let me tell you, Zul is annoying as heck in this map. Um, his double soaking speed is out of this world. It's faster than Leo's. I would say like the only thing that Zul lacks in is team fight, right? So we'll see how this turns out. Really well-rounded team on both sides. Super excited, and yeah, here we go. Okay. As we go through the things, I just need to turn off the cat cam because we won't have that today. Holy crap, I just chugged so much water. All right, I'm ready. My body is ready, lol. Okay, anyway. All right. So we'll introduce the home team first. Magnitude Aftershock. We have Wraithling on Diablo, Punk on the Ming, Amy 820 on Tychus, Diet Llama on Anduin, and Captain Roberts on Zul. And on Bork Side of the Moon, we have Silver Spy on Whitemane, Smoke on Leoric, Grizzly 64 on Vala, ATD09 on Johanna, and last but not least, Bacon on Falside. So it does seem like we had a switcheroo going. Bacon picked Vala, but it seems like he and Grizzly switched. We have double AA, the AA on Falside and Vala over on Bork Side of the Moon. Austin's neural on Leoric. Aetherwalk on the Ming. Devil's Due on Diablo. Quarterback on Tychus. I don't know anything about Zul. But yeah, we have this thing on Zul. Seems like Leoric started top. He didn't hit everything with his skeletal swing, so... But it is always good to get a head start. And like I said, Falstad is pretty good on this map to harass the offlaner, right? So it seems like he's jumping in there and getting that done already. Let's see if Magnitude Aftershock responds by helping out mid lane. It doesn't really seem like they're doing. It seems like they want to put pressure on Vala. Vala does get charged and flipped, but Tychus is on her. But Tychus gets blinded and they do need to pull back. So it's good to keep the pressure though. Now this situation, I think, needs to be solved, right? Which is the thing that shows soak. So we have Zul at 686, Leoric at 808, and Falstad at 550. I guess the soak is decently even between both teams. Oh yeah, this is yet to be captured by Magnitude Aftershock. Siege camp going out on both sides. Bork Side of the Moon is going to help out with the mid lane, so Zul is really getting like 4v1 here, right? Magnitude Aftershock waiting mid. Seems like they pull back and they want to address the situation with the camp's bottom. They are falling behind on soak, though, so... I guess not. I mean, there's like... Oh, Falstad getting this camp up here. I mean, Falstad... I'm like wondering if he's falling behind, right? Because... I don't know if these kills are counting towards his quest. You have some skirmish here. Oh, Magnitude Aftershock was able to stop the siege camps that were marching towards their lane. But Bork Side of the Moon does capture the top siege camp. And yeah, Magnitude Aftershock is behind on Soak. Seems like there's some skirmish here. They're going in on Vala. Vala gets hit by the orb and it goes down to 25% HP, but they're not able to finish. Does she have the tap? I don't think she has the tap. Wayman is going to try to heal her up before the objective. And we have half a level lead by Bork side of the moon here. A really nice micro play by them, right? We have Diablo going up. This is still a... Oh, he goes in on the white main. Charge flips. Tychus is blinded. Leoric is down here already, with Falstad capping the top right. Falstad finishes capping top right. Seems like he's moving down. He might be flying here. Yep, he's flying down. So this is a 5v4 situation favoring Bork side of the moon. Diablo goes into the Vala, but he is getting low. He's going to walk out. Tychus is getting low. Pole needs to be used to save them. This is looking pretty suspicious, but Zul is going to continue to soak. I like that. Catch up on the experience, right? Leo's still staying down here. And this wave is going to be missed by Bork side of the moon. White main is going to start the channel. It seems like they're going to get it, but yeah, this wave was missed by Bork side of the moon. And now Magnitude Aftershock does have this lead in soak. But in exchange for that, Bork side of the moon is up in 4 points. Wait, what the heck is this called? Souls? Points? I don't know what to call them. Points. We'll call them points. That's what we'll do. So Siege Camp starts up. Let's go B West. Yes, welcome, Poku. Seems like both sides are doing the camp. Let's look at talents. Yeah, so Lamine goes Seeker build. Instead of, let's say, Calamity is often used, right? Leoric goes Drain Hope Healing. Yeah, pretty expected. Johanna goes Movement Speed. That makes sense. Leor is starting to pressure the towers here. But he did miss some soak here. But soak is still even. Doesn't seem like the boss siege camp crashes. We do have a 4v4 situation with that. Ooh, Vala gets charged. Unstop is used. Oh, she almost goes down. Gets out with 75% HP. I'm pretty sure she was lower than that during the fight. Dang, that was a close one. 0 deaths, by the way. Objective is up in 20 seconds. Zul is closer to the objective as of now. And he chooses to move down. So, Magnitude Aftershock does have numbers advantage for just a brief moment. Minigun used on Johanna, but Johanna decides to walk away. No engage. So Bork side of the moon is still pretty split here. Yeah, they sent 2 to the bottom objective. Seems like Vala is not capping that yet. Zul's trying to make a cap attempt. But that should get cancelled. Yeah, that gets cancelled by the blind. Oh, charge flip on the white main. Quarterback hits white main and Falstad. Falstad does get low. But Diablo is starting to get low too. Vala is just hitting her. Oh, we have Anduin that was capping the whole time. Good job, Anduin. So, Magnitude Aftershock does get one of the 2 objectives here. Zul kind of split off. Falstad and Johanna chasing him. Meanwhile, Leoric gets hit, but only by a little. Ooh, charge flip on the Johanna, who pops the Iron Skin. White main Unstoppable was also used. Zul went back to the lane. I don't know if he's trying to get 10. Johanna is casting. Ooh, we do have the quarterback that stops that. Orb hits the Leoric. Charge used on Johanna. Minigun was hitting Leoric, and Leoric needs to wraith walk out. I mean, HP wise, Magnitude Aftershock is. Oh, double stun. Magnitude Aftershock is a little bit ahead on HP. And yeah, they do get both objectives. Soak is relatively even. Magnitude Aftershock is still not level 10. But, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. And it seems like we have a 32-28 with Magnitude Aftershock taking the lead. And it seems like they pop Odin to get the mid wall. Relatively expected ultis on Bork side of the moon. We have a flip on Johanna with Iron Skin being used. Ultis are still up. No Blessed Shield, no APOC was used. Oh, I mean, except for Odin, I guess. And we have Disintegrate with Seeker, which is pretty expected. APOC with Diablo, like I said. Skeletal Mages by Zool. Light Bomb by Anduin, yeah. Everything else is pretty expected. We have a 5v4 situation here with Zool coming down. APOC hits White Mane. White Mane does have Scarlet Aegis armor though. She's able to walk away. Blessed Shield used and stops Magnetic Aftershock in the track. But, oh, Johanna was flipped into the Light Bomb and goes down. Leoric needs to walk away and is left with 40% HP. But the Siege Camp for Bork Side of the Moon did get half of the wall down here. And Leoric is left with half HP here. He has Awesome's Renewal. I don't know if it's on cooldown or not, but it's not a fealty, right? So he's going to take a little bit longer out of combat and stuff to heal up if he doesn't have it. But it seems like with the space that they created by killing the tank, Magnetic Aftershock is going to start moving up here to protect that objective. And we have Disintegrate by Leming being used to push up these siege camps, and it seems like they do get half the wall. Diablo is looking to charge. Charge flips the Vala, unstop use. Yeah, Tychus was being pushed back by the Johanna. Oh, Bork Side of the Moon does have 5 people here. Entomb used, and Anduin pulls him out. Odin was used, and Odin is hitting the Falstad. Leoric was trying to cap, but Disintegrate cancelled it. Seems like we have a charge flip on the Vala. Scarlet Aegis is used. Zool coming in. Oh, Gust disengages, and the Light Bomb doesn't connect. Odin is still up, but should be going down in just a moment here. We have Vala hitting the Diablo, and others hitting Johanna. Oh, Leoric is going to be stuck here. He's going to have to Wraithwalk out, but can't. He's rooted, and he does go down. And we have White Mane also running away. Almost dies to Disintegrate, but lives with around 100 HP. Oh, but the quarterback finishes it off. And Magnitude Aftershock is up a level now, and they're up 8 points? Yeah, 8 points. 32-24. And yeah, seems like after the 1-1-3 that the Bork Side of the Moon was doing, Magnitude Aftershock was able to stabilize and get ahead in these objective team fights. Yeah, their objective team fights, it's going really well. So it's like, I think like, you know what would be good? So like the question is, what does Bork Side of the Moon need to do, right? They haven't won the last 2 objectives. There are three tomb things, right? And Magnitude Aftershock got all 3 during the last 2 objectives. So like I think like playing more Wombo-y style, right? On Bork Side of the Moon, like when Johanna Blessed shields someone, then you go ham, right? You throw in that Rain of Vengeance. You throw in like you use the freaking flyer active and you just go ham on that. You also have the option of Entomb Gusting, right? The Gust. Oh, Blessed Shield going off on Tychus. Oh, Tychus just get blown back by Gust. I like that too. APOC combo being used on the White Mane, but there's not going to be a lot to follow up, and Diablo is going to get low. He's going to go down. He did have souls though. Oh, now Entomb being used on Anduin, and Magnitude Aftershock suffers a devastating blow. They get 3 people there. Diablo had souls, so he reses back. But that is pretty devastating. But we have Falstad trying to get the siege camp here, but he's not doing it too fast. We have a charge flip on Falstad, but it's just a 2v3 here, and Diablo is starting to get really low, and he goes down with no souls, so that's going to be a full death timer. Meanwhile, we have Zool getting the siege camp and fighting Leoric. And Bork Side of the Moon does channel the objective and is continuing to try to steal the objective, the siege camp. If Tychus moving up to top lane. So this is going to be interesting, right? If these siege camps goes in. Oh my god, and the Leoric does go down. I mean, if they hit this tower, then the forts for Bork Side of the Moon is going to be a pretty risky spot, right? Like, all 3 are pretty low. So we'll see how that's played. Both teams are 16. There's no clear soak advantage. We have Tychus going from mid to bot. All ultis are still up for all 8 of these heroes. Diablo coming in from the side. Uses APOC on the White Mane. Gust disengages. Light Bomb doesn't connect. Scarlet Aegis was used though, so there was some redundancy on the disengage. But it was 2 ultis for 2 ultis, with Bork Side and the Moon having the shorter cooldowns just because APOC is longer. We don't have Blessed Shield being used. Johanna did get close. Ooh. White gets hit by Seekers and needs to use tap. Diablo is getting half HP though. Falsa is trying to protect this mid lane. Oh, we did have Zul capture top fort, by the way. Bot fort is captured. So now Magnitude Aftershock has 5 of the 6 forts. We have Johanna being rooted. Oh, and the Ming is able to get the white main. And Johanna goes down too. This is a really dangerous moment. We have 2 heroes down on both sides of the moon. And Magnitude Aftershock has 5 key forts, about to get 6. So now Bork side of the moon is officially 6 cap. We have Vala and Falside trying to get this top lane. So that's the first kaboom being rung. But good thing they went double AA, right? But these things are going to be pretty devastating. They're going to do 7 damage each. So 21 damage total if they get all of them. And we have these pumpkins going in. Tychus does notice the pumpkins, so he's going to try to push them in. Actually, the last objective only did 7. Those pumpkins are game. This one... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, this one pumpkin is game. Oh my god, and it goes in. Holy, what in the world? What? That was crazy. I mean, like, they set that up, right? Like, Magnitude Aftershock recognized the situation, and Tychus went top to help the Zul fight the Leoric so that the Zul can get the top lane siege camps in. And that made it so that all 3 forts on Bork side of the moon side were really low, right? And then once they got the Johanna and the white main down, they just they just like finished the 6 cap. Really well played by both teams. Bork side of the moon had a really great 1-1-3 going. You can tell that they really thought about the ins and outs of this map. And they were playing really well, right? Like at one point they were around like quarter of a level ahead of Magnitude Aftershock. In third, Magnitude Aftershock had really nice objective team fights in the mid game. Like I said before, there were those 2 objectives where there was three channeling thingies, tomb channeling thingies, and they got all of them. So that was like kind of as a result of them winning the team fights. So really nice job by them with the team fights, and really nice job by them kind of managing that Zul push power and also using the power of friendship and teamwork to get that 6 cap. So let's look at the stats here. So we do have Liming and Tychus topping the damage charts. That does make sense. Like AA Vala and AA Falstad, they kind of come online a little bit later, right? Whereas Tychus quarterback and Seeker Liming, they're online at pretty much like level 7, right? Healing is pretty much even. Anduin does get a little bit more than the white main. So holy crap. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, I mean, you can kind of tell Zul a lot of the time, they just kind of like, they would leave the team fights early. They were really good at doing that. And they would just go soak, right? And this dude was getting like 4v1 in the beginning. So like really getting 10k soak is insane. Getting 10k soak while you're getting 4v1 or whatever you want to call it is like also insane, right? So let me try to like ban this spammer real quick in my chat. What do I do? Exclamation mark ban? No, slash ban, decaying okay, I'm not gonna read that. Cool. Alrighty, so we do have the next lobby up. It is going to be Dragonshire. I'm not too sure who picked this yet, so we'll have to see. So Dragonshire. So yeah, that was pretty cool, right? Like that was insane. Like, I mean, Magnitude Aftershock took Bork side of the moon down 28-0. Like they took them down from 28 points to 0 in a single objective, right? They were able to get it was like 23. It was 23. So they were able to get 7 with 2 of the objectives because they had 6 forts and the +1 bonus, right? So 7 with the 2 objectives. And then Bork Side of the Moon took back a 4. So the third objective that Magnitude Aftershock got gave 6. So that's 7 plus 7, which is 14, plus 6, which is 20. And then 3 pumpkins went in, which is 23. Oh, you know what happened? The 6 cap things. I think the 6 cap dongs, we'll say, the 6 cap dongs gave the extra 5. So yeah, I'm pretty sure like at the beginning of that, Bork Side of the Moon had 28 points, and then Magnitude Aftershock was just able to shave them down all at once. Like I haven't seen that like ever, if not like in a while. So like that was really cool to see. But I do like how it's a very competitive. That was a very competitive game. So yeah, let's see what Bork Side of the Moon cooks up and comes back with. So the lobby settings haven't been changed. I still don't know who has first picked and who picked this map. But we are on Dragonshire and we do have a full lobby up. So we're just waiting on the settings to be changed and for both teams to call ready. In the meantime, yeah, hydration check, everybody. And glorp glorp. Yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get some snacks. I don't know if I have a lot of snacks though, but I'm gonna get a snack. Snacks. My girlfriend and I are chanting snacks. Snacks. Alright, I'm back. I like got motherfucking. I ate a bite of this like really fancy Peruvian chocolate. I don't know if it's fancy, but it was expensive, lol. But I got like this 70% Peruvian dark chocolate. So I did a block of that. And then I also got a protein bar. You guys know Bear Bell protein bar? They sell them at Trader Joe's. They also sell them online if you go to. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just like them. But yeah, Bear Bell protein bar is pretty good. Caramel cashew. So we have Cafe being banned by Magnitude Aftershock. Oh, so Magnitude Aftershock does have first pick. So it seems like Bork Side of the Moon picked this map, so they elected to get map pick. Might have been banned again. But yeah. So Bear Bell's protein bar. I always call them yeah, I can't say that actually. That's not safe for work. But anyway, they're good. Alright, moving on. So it seems like we have the same band so far. We'll see if who's gonna Sylvanas. I mean Sylvanas is hella good on Dragonshire, right? We banned it last map, might as well ban it this map. Yeah. So if you hear protein bar noises, that's me, my bad. And Chromie, yeah, same bands. Whoop-de-doo. No, I'm kidding. Smart. These people did their homework, right? They are unwavering in their draft decisions. So yeah, Magnitude Aftershock, first pick, let's see what they get. Junkrat being picked by Amy20. Junkrat, S tier hero on every map. S tier hero on this map. And we have Bork being picked again by Smoke. And a Nubrak on ATD09. A Nubrak pretty good into Junkrat, right? Like he doesn't get messed up as much by the traps, right? Because of his unstoppables. His beetles can also walk into the steel traps. And just stun knocking Junkrat is like generally pretty good. Leoric, pretty good on this map, can get countered sometimes. But yeah, it's not a bad pick. And we have Diablo being picked on Magnitude Aftershock along with Tassadar by Punk. So that's interesting, right? Like, both Junkrat and Tassadar, they're very like spell damage reliant. So I do want to see how it plays into this Nubrak, who obviously has the spell armor, like especially Tassadar, right? Because if you pick double mage and one of them is Tassadar against a Nubrak, it's a little bit risky because a Nubrak can go the cooldown reduction on the spell armor, and then whenever you see a storm up and you have the spell armor up on the Nubrak, you just walk into it and you get the cooldown reduction, like, and you always have that up. So going double mage, we'll see how it works out. But anyway, for the third ban on Magnitude Aftershock, we do have Stukov being banned, and Lucio being banned on Bork Side of the Moon. I just went off on a tirade about the Nubrak double mage Tassadar matchup, but hopefully that was interesting to hear. Tyrande, oh, so Tyrande like works very well with the consistent stun that Nubrak gives, right? And Thrall, we have another CC. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I like the Thrall pick a lot. I like the Tyrande pick a lot, right? Like both Junkrat and Tassadar, they're very susceptible to heavy CC. And now you're 3 out of the 4 people in your 4-man. Presumably Thrall is gonna be bot. But 3 out of the 4 people in your 4-man have CC. In addition, Thrall can get high % damage for Diablo. So that's a really excellent pick by Grizzly and Bork Side of the Moon. And to round out on the Magnitude Aftershock, we have Sonya and Anduin being picked. Pretty good. I think I talked about Anduin Diablo last time. Definitely like Sonya versus Leoric. I'm not entirely sure who wins that actually. I mean, with a lot of Leoric matchups, it's a skill matchup, right? Because it's either do you hit the Drain Hope or do you not hit the Drain Hope, unless he gets kited, right? But obviously Sonya's not gonna kite Leoric too much. And we have Jaina being picked by Bacon. That's gonna be interesting. I mean, I guess Jaina is a little bit protected against the Sonya leaps and the Anduin Light Bomb Diablo combos and the APOC combos, or maybe well, she has stasis. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Like, if you're good with the stasis, if you have the stasis, you can kind of like um, dodge a lot of these like stuns. But it does require a lot, like, some vision, right, so that you know it's coming, and some reaction time. So we'll see how that's played. I'm not entirely sure how Jaina does against Junkrat Tassadar. It might be hard to move up. But yeah, we'll just have to see. Alrighty. So I'll introduce the Bork Side of the Moon first. So the red team, Bork Side of the Moon. We have ATD09 on Anubarak, Silver Spy on Tyrande, Bacon on Jaina, Smoke on Leoric, and Grizzly on Thrall. And on Magnitude Aftershock, we have Wraithling B-stepping out of his mind on Diablo, Diet Llama on Anduin, Amy 820 on Junkrat, Punk on Tassadar, and Captain Roberts on Sonya. So we do have Shockwave being picked by Tassadar. Even-handed blessings on Anduin, Soul Shield, Extra Moon Timers, Seismic Slam, Stun upgrade on Tyrande, Azumarill on Leoric. Yeah, we do have that Nerubian armor upgrade. Thank God he didn't go Beatles this game. Nerubian armor upgrade on Nubrak. Yeah, % damage on Thrall. That's a good choice. The Leoric does start top again. Ooh, Nubrak being rooted. Ooh, that was a nice combo, right? So Tassadar walled behind the Nubrak. Diablo charged the Nubrak into the wall. And then Anduin got the root.
You think yourself worthy to wield the Dragon Knight's power? Take control of the shrines.
Okay, sorry, I was finishing my protein bar. I didn't finish it, but you know, protein bars are thick AF, so I was just trying to like get that done. Ooh, we have a gank going in on Sanya. The stuns do hit. She seems like she's going down. Yeah, so the Nubrak, consistent stun with the Tyrande follow-up, pretty good. The damage on Jaina, of course. So we do have Leoric using that space to start hitting the wall here. Ooh, we have Diablo getting in trouble. Pole does need to be used. My guess is like a Nubrak went in, stunned, Tyrande followed up, and everyone just started hammering Diablo, right? Oh, we have Patstar getting stun locked. He goes down to half HP. Not too much, nothing else there. Oh, crossbow upgrade by Jaina. Uh-oh. Oh, we have the Nubrak stuns missing, and Sonya is able to dodge the gank. Nubrak going in. Oh, charge flip on the Tyrande. Diablo is going to get engaged on here. He's going down to 40% HP. There is no Anduin pull. He's getting really low here. 400 HP, 20 HP, and the Chain Lightning kills him. And so maybe that charge flip was a little bit too far, right? But that's okay. So with like the gank on Sanya and the other kill, we do have Bork side of the moon getting the experience lead, and Sanya did have to miss this top wave again. So that soak lead expands. We have Anduin and the Nubrak trying to hit the Nubrak. I mean, the Anduin and Junkrat trying to hit the Nubrak. Oh, Nubrak does go down. He was hanging out here with 80%, 80 HP. I mean. And let's see if Magnitude Aftershock stabilizes here. That's pretty funny. So Magnitude Aftershock does have both objectives. Thrall is channeling bottom. Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, I don't know what the exact timing is, but if whoever starts channeling first. Ooh, double root on Jaina Nubrak. Ooh, Jaina does get charge flipped and she goes down. Yeah, nice 4v3 situation and taking advantage of it. So we have Thaw taking Ancestral Wrath by 7% damage. And we have a Nubrak going double Burrow Charge upgrades. I like that. Hunter's Mark upgrades by Tyrande. That's interesting. Steel Trap by Junkrat. And we do have Magnitude Aftershock taking down the tower here. Sanya is going to get this channel. But there is going to be a fight down here. We have stun on the Junkrat Anduin. Jaina gets flipped. Anduin goes down. Dang, the Kona cold. But we do have the objective situation here. If Sanya peeling with the Dragon Knight, but they are missing soak up here. Junkrat's gonna address that. Nubrak goes wee. You like the CC profiles on both teams? Yeah. There's a lot of CC in this game. This Dragon Knight is getting a decent amount. But at what cost though, right? We do have level 10s being obtained by Bork side of the moon. Magnitude Aftershock is gonna get 10 soon, but not quite. They might get invaded before they get 10s, but they do have numbers here. Sanya is looking. Sanya walks away, and they are gonna give the siege camp. So Bork side of the moon does. Oh, yeah, it took them a while, and New York is here, but they do get the siege camp. Yeah, Thrall is preparing to go full percent damage. So he's at 16. He's gonna get the Feral Spear percent damage, right? What does he go at 13? Oh, I think this is gonna engage on. Oh. Yeah, the throw out root is so good to cancel the Diablo charge too. Oh, we do have bruisers being finished by Magnitude and Aftershock. I completely missed that. That could do a lot of damage. Sanya's looking for Leoric. No way. Oh, no, wait, no way. Oh, she wants to fight. Oh no, she's gonna steal this. Oh my god, she didn't even see where. I don't know if Leoric might have shown here. If Leoric's shown here, he could have just gone like this, right? So, that is a bold move. I mean, she has this. And I mean, she got it. That's crazy. She did miss a wave here, but anyway, there's a fight going on. Sorry.
Shrines will soon be activated.
Endless cocoon. There was lightning breath used. They're trying to get Diablo down, but Diablo does back away. We have Sanya Leap hitting Tyrande Thrall. The Junkrat Tire doesn't connect. Thrall is starting to get low, but he's able to use the Windwalk movement. Out, but he gets charge flip. He's getting low, but the Ring of Frost hits a lot. Sanya's getting low too. He gets pulled. She gets pulled, I mean. Sorry. And yeah, Thrall goes down. Very nice pull. So it seems like Magnitude Aftershock is able to catch up on Soak with a bit more to come. Oh, Diablo being engaged on, but the percent damage is gone, so he's able to walk away. Nurak looking. Chooses not to go in. Oh, Nurak gets charged onto the wall, but he's able to burst charge out. And meanwhile, Tyrande took a lot of damage from the Shockwave Storm combo. With Tyrande Jaina 2v1ing Sanya. She's getting low. Another stun hits Sanya, and she's able to leap out. The Nurak Bro Charge doesn't connect. Nice leap by the Sanya. Forced out the Starfall by Tyrande. But Jaina, Tyrande, Nurak looking for the flank. Junkrat is hit by 3 stuns. Gets cocooned. We have Lightning Breath and Light Bomb being used. Oh my god, Junkrat gets away with 39 HP. We have Jaina being flipped. Diablo is getting low. Sunder used. Anduin goes down. This is a 5v4 situation. Ring of Frost use keeps Diablo from going back. Flips the Leoric. Leoric gets mined into the fort, but he seems like he's okay. Diablo does go down after getting hit by Blizzard, Cone of Cold, and the Tyrande stun. Yeah, the Nurak cocooned the Junkrat as they were killing him. You gotta cocoon like anyone else, right? I mean, my choice is usually like the Anduin, right? Because if you're about to kill someone, you wanna cocoon the Anduin so he doesn't pull them or heal them. If that's not really like an issue, oh, we do have Thrall getting the objective, by the way. If that's not really an issue, maybe cocooning like another DPS if their damage is about to kill someone, or even Diablo if they haven't used their stun yet, right? That's okay. They got a kill anyway, and they got objective. So, oh, Tassar dodges the Nurak Burrow charge. Uses Black Hole to disengage. He does get low. You know, so I do this a lot too with Diablo. Like the Fire Stomp backwards and then you engage. But I think there is some disadvantage in it because it takes time, right? As you stop. Oh, Burrow charge used on the Anduin. So nothing much coming in. Sanya leaps the Tyrande, and Tyrande does go down. The leap, Riptire, pretty good. Frostwolf Grace, I like that at 13. We have Leoric going AA build. Wait, Burning Beetles by Nubrak.
I have seen enough. For now.
But he didn't go Beetle build, right? full steel trap by Junkrat. Yeah. Feral Spirit percent damage. Nubrak just guarding the siege camp, but Magnitude Aftershock is getting the bruisers. Oh, Sonya getting stun locked. She's rooted and she can't get out. And she does go down. And seems like Bork Side of the Moon is going to get this objective. Unless something crazy happens. Yeah, they do get it. Bork Side of the Moon is slightly up on structures, right? Like, their mid is a lot healthier. And their top is decently healthier. They are up on one level of soak. Grizzly has a wall behind them, but there's no engage. Which is fine. I think Magnitude Aftershock is just trying to defend the fort here. Oh! Burrow Charge hits the Junkrat. Charge hits the Nubrak. Black Hole gets out. Hits the Thrall. Light Bomb. Thrall goes down. Riptire finishes at Nubrak too. And let's see what Magnitude Aftershock does with this lead. We have Leoric doing this camp here. So does Sonya.
Shrines awaken once more.
Yeah, it seems like Magnitude Aftershock is sprinting towards this fort and trying to finish this. This would give them a definitive structure lead. Sonya does have a big wave to clear though. Seems like Diablo is just staying mid. That's okay.
Take hold.
Those two people are still down. It seems like Magnitude Aftershock is going to help clear top and try to get this wall down. Diablo's channeling. Yeah, he's going to be able to get it.
Cleanses all.
Yeah, and there are still these bruisers tops. I think Leoric, yeah, Leoric does go top to address it. But he does not have the monster killer level 4, so this might take this is gonna be painful. No spell armor thrall? Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because the psionic storm will mess up your spell armor pretty bad. So will the fire stomp, right? Oh, we have leaping dodge by the stasis, but that's not enough because the black hole comes out afterwards. Yeah, black hole pretty good against Jaina's stasis, right? You can't really get out. Dragon Shard, I mean Dragon trying to finish this fort should be able to get it. Yeah, I think this is. I would have gotten this too. I think the frost. Yeah, I think the spell armor is good. Like,
Power is yours.
it doesn't go off by accident, right? Like if they have a KT. I mean, I guess you could turn it off, right? You could turn it off and turn it on just for the Riptire, but then again, that's like such a niche use, right? Like, you could turn it on for the Shock Ray or the Riptire. Turning it on for the Black Hole doesn't make sense, right? Because it does damage over time. Like, there's not like oh, really nice gank by both sides of the moon. Yeah, the only big boom is Riptire. I don't know, maybe that's worth it. Gank spell armor for a single spell. I'm not a spell armor fan, I guess. I think that's what. Oh, Leoric gets booped out. Lightning Breath being used. Nubrak is deep in here, but Ring of Frost hits Diablo and Junkrat, and they both go down. That was a creative endo by Nubrak. Really well done. With Sonya being rooted, she gets pulled out but goes down. Leoric goes down too
Another chance.
by the Psionic Storm by Tassadar.
Not squander it. Squander. 'Tis 'tis. 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 '
I think it's a hit, B-Man. I think the next. Oh my! What a wall! Tarande got walled in. Here, let me see.
Control both shrines, and the Dragon Knight's power is yours.
Every 45 seconds, gain 70 spell armor against the next enemy ability and subsequent abilities? Bro. Yeah, spell armor would have been hella good. Yo, spell armor would have been mad good here. Yo, what? Why would they? Why do spell armors work differently? There's definitely some of them that only block one instance, right? Am I wrong? I mean, Soul Shield obviously blocks all instances, right? But like, I'm gonna look that up later. New rep being hit by a charge, but does burrow charge out. Leap doesn't connect. Look at the 20s. So we have Riptire upgrade by Junkrat. Pre-expected ultis by the others. Leap upgrade by Sanya. Starfire upgrade by Torande. And Tomb upgrade by Leoric. Ring of Frost upgrade by Jaina. Thunder upgrade by Thrall. Diablo charge flip Thrall, but Diablo is alone. Yeah, charge flipping into Leoric Thrall is pretty risky. Junkrat is Cocoon. Oh, but the Thunder is dodge using with the Leap of Faith by Anduin. Oh, Leap doesn't connect on the new bracket guy. Most spell armors are duration? Bro, I'm I'm that dumb. What the hell? Wait. Who else has spell armor? Ooh, Junkrat gets hit by the Pro Charge Impale and does go down. Really nice job by Bork and the Moon. Alrighty. So let's see what they do with this Dragon Knight. Yeah, they're just hitting bot keep. Yeah, this thing's going down quick. And this Dragon Knight's pretty healthy. 1 minute left with 80%. Yeah, I like Thrall going in because the Leoric Entomb, the new Braxton, those are deadly, right? If Lightning Breath being used, Leap doesn't connect. Dragon Knight, oh, and Science Entomb hits too. Diablo and Anduin, they're both getting down low. Lightbound doesn't connect. This Dragon Knight is still hitting the core, and this is game. Or this looks like game. Now it's game. Dang. Yeah, the stun combo, very well executed. Bork side of the moon, taking control of those bushes, and yeah, just initiating with the Burrow Charge and Pale combo by Nubrak and the Tyrande CC follow-up. Very well done. Very good draft too. That Thrall pick was kind of like, that was a pretty good pick, honestly. Against what Magnitude Aftershock was showing at the time. But yeah, stats, we have Tassadar at 80,000. That's pretty insane. Soak is pretty even. Heals are pretty much even. Yeah, so pretty good game. We have a series. Tychus, Lunara. Alright, going back to the discussion at hand. I guess like I'm more thinking of like talents with that specific icon, right? That's what I mean. Also, both teams that have picked Matt picked have had won. So if you pick map pick in this series, I guess you win. Alright, I'm looking this up right now. Oh, they made a lobby already. Alright. So it seems like the next game is Infernal Shrines, and looks like Bork Side of the Moon is picking first. So Magnitude Aftershock did elect to get first pick. Yeah, both these teams are really good. That is a good point. I'm like looking this stuff up, you know. Wait, is Thrall's talent Spirit Shield the only one that has that icon now? Yeah, it is. Wait, what the hell? I'm like so confused over this. What is going on? That is so funny. Yo, y'all taught me something. I'm gonna pick that talent so much more now. Holy crap. That's so funny. Alright, we're still waiting for one more on Bork Side of the Moon. Yo, my mind is blown. Do I even play this game? Go Magnitude? Uther? Uther? Oh, Uther? Let me see. Spell Shield. Wait, this is duration 2? Sorry. What? Oh, Magnitude Aftershock pick map? Okay, yeah. Yeah, my bad. So Magnitude Aftershock lost that game, so they had choice of first pick map pick, so they chose map pick. Yeah, so they know the statistics, right? So the statistic is that if you teams that have picked the map, 100% of teams that have picked the map have won 100% of the time. So that means that going forward, you have to pick map pick 100% of the time, right? That's how statistics work. Because it's kind of like if you go to the casino and you're at like, what is that called? Roulette? Is that what it's called? Yeah, you're doing roulette. You bet on red, but then it's black next, right? And then you bet on red again, it's black next. Then the next one you have to pick back because it's gonna have to be black, right? Because red has already been exhausted. So that's how statistics works. Please trust me. I'm Asian. I'm good at math. I'm gonna pull that card, right? So yeah. So transferring that knowledge, transferring our gambling knowledge to Heroes of the Storm. That pick is a good pick. But anyway, yeah, let's see. Yo, okay. So speaking of gambling, what is the over under on them picking the same bands again? So it was Maiev, Chromie, Bork Side of the Moon, and then Sylvanas, Cassia by Magnitude Aftershock. So Cassia. Sylvanas. Okay. So Sylvanas first. Oh my, I just dropped my earphones. Definitely teams are prepared for their own map picks sometimes, try to give an edge. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, we have a Diablo ban coming out from Bork Side of the Moon. They must be watching the stream. They're like, nah, yo, TZ's talking crap. We're gonna ban something else. But Diablo ban. Diablo's hella good on this map. There's a lot of good angles, right? Especially like there's a lot of good wall angles. The areas in between the lanes, they're really tight, right? So the charge stun is like super strong. Kerrigan being banned. That's good homework. Oh, and we have Borkside of the Moon instantly taking Chromie. So they've really done their homework. This is NGS playoffs, everyone. This is some good drafting that we're seeing. Bacon had no hesitation. They're like, I am the Chromie player now. But yeah, Kerrigan, this is probably one of our strongest maps, right? That's good homework. Hashtag let Amy play Maev. Yeah. +1. Oh, we have Cassia being picked by Amy 820. Instead of banning Cassia, they pick it. And the new rack being picked by Wraithling. Yeah, that's good. You don't want that like 20cc combo going, right? Especially with the Chromie. Leoric being picked again by Smoke. Smoke being like, yo, I sent it with Leoric last game, so I'm gonna send it now. I love that skin by the way. This galaxy shall suffer. ETC being picked by ATD09. ETC is pretty decent into Cassia because Cassia has lower range and is a little bit susceptible to stuns, but Rocky World called the Chromie pick. Great job. But I think ETC is a little bit weak into a noob rack because the noob rack has like crazy stuns, right? And you can just impale in ETC's direction and cancel his power slide, right? And obviously there's like the CCs to cancel Mosh Pit. So we'll see how that goes. We have Stukov being banned by Magnitude Aftershock, and we're waiting on the third ban for Bork Side of the Moon. Also, like, yeah, the Cocoon is so good against ETC. You could Cocoon him as he's power sliding in. You could Cocoon him as he was winding up the Mosh. Also with the noob rack too, like if you see an ETC power sliding you, you could just impale him and you'll get stunned anyway, but you'll stun the ETC and he can't cast Mosh. So it's like the noob rack ETC matchup is just busted, I think. But so we'll see how that goes. We have Tarana being picked by a Diet Llama. Yeah, that's a good call. Rocket World. A Tarande ban would have been good there to make sure that ETC has more opportunities to mosh pit. I mean, ETC could go stage dive. They could go stage dive, and we have Sanya picking leap. So they have a heck load of mosh pit cancels, right? Tass also incoming, maybe for the 5th pick. All right, and Bork Side of the Moon rounds out their pick with Junkrat and Anduin. Junkrat always good on this map. Yo, double mage into a new. What is going on right now? And then Anduin being picked by Silver Spy. Anduin ETC is kind of weird though, right? Because he like has such short range. Like the light bomb combo is like kind of hard to do. Also, like ETC usually moshes after the power slide. So it's like, when do you light bomb? But the Chastise's interaction is pretty good with ETC. And yeah, Rocker World and Bricks both do call it correctly. Wait, we have Brickets 9 and Brick Hots. I'm assuming y'all the same people and you just have 2 accounts, right? But anyway, Brick Hots. And Rocky Worlds called it. We have Task last pick. And there's our team. Game 3 of NGS B West Semifinals, Magnitude Aftershock versus Bork Side of the Moon. So I used to watch like football a lot. Yo, or lore time. Gather around and listen. Stay a while and listen. Yo, when I was little, I wanted to be a football player. And I had the number 22 because I loved doing the spin move. And so I was like Emmitt Smith, you know, like on the Cowboys. I'm like aging myself. But I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cast this like a football game. No, fuck that. I can't do that, yo. All right. Anyway, scratch everything that I just said in the last 20 seconds. For Magnitude Aftershock, we have Rating on the new Brack, Punk on Tassadar, Captain Roberts on Sonya, Amy A20 on Cassia, Diet Llama on Tarande. And on Bork's side of the moon, we have Smoke on the Auric, Bacon on Chromie. Bacon also wants feast picks after the game. Did I really just say that? Anyway, we have Grizzly on Junkrat, Silver Spy on Anduin, and ATD09 on ETC. A new rock is found with the clock thingy. Click, click, click. We have Q build both on Tassar and Cassia. Sonya is going the Seismic Slam for level 1. You have Lightwell for Anduin. Primark is Pursuit for Chromie, so she might go Slowing Sands Q, right? Of Cassia being frozen here, but nothing happens. Yeah, I don't want to do like football announcer. It's just like, I mean, all the football announcers, they're like older dudes, right? It's just like, I mean, I could be like John Madden. I don't know. I can't even do the John Madden voice. Like, how does John Madden even talk? How did wait? John Madden passed away, right? Anyway, we have bot camp being contested over. Yeah, John Madden passed away. Oh my God, Chromie time trap ping 3. Oh, ETC power slide doesn't really connect, but Cassia is being brought down to half HP here. Anyway, enough about football. We're playing HOTS. Let's be honest. None of us play sports, right? we're HOTS players. But anyway. Wait, why did I say the football thing? Oh yeah, because we're talking about how I want to announce the game. It's like ooh, Bork Side of the Moon does have half a level lead. Ooh, Sonya being ganked again. Gets hit by the power slide and the chastise, but she's able to get out with 25% HP. But there is this situation up here that she needs to catch. She needs to gun it up there right now. Yeah, go. Anyway, we do have the as is tradition, both teams clear the siege camp. We have bruises being started by both teams. Wait, this wave was never caught. New rack going Impale upgrade at 4. BTC hiding in bush. Body blocking the new rack gets impaled. Gets hit by the Tyranic stun and the Sonya stun. Hazard gets pooped and walls in the ETC. But ETC is able to get away. New rack is starting to get low. ETC also got the power slide over walls, including pass walls. Gets power slid. Oh my gosh, and the new rack does go down. ETC gets pulled out and is safe with 200 HP. Oh, sorry, we have Passar going down here. I think he was getting hit by this crazy minion wave, and Sonya goes down too. I mean, those minions, right? They're like, Passar, you're always clearing us with the psychic storms. We're gonna get him, you now. And they got him. Yeah, we have Magnitude Aftershock clearing this wave. They are going to give the objective, and we do have the Bork Side of the Moon Bruiser camp pushing up here, so Sanya's going to need to address that. Bork Side of the Moon does have an entire level lead. This is an early Punisher though. It is frozen though, which is pretty good at this stage in the game. Let's see how much they get. That's a nice pull by Magnitude Aftershock. And I don't think we'll see how much Bork Side of the Moon gets. This Punisher is already down to 25%. Actually, the Chromie and Junkrat are doing a lot of damage to this. The Indo's doing their best too. Look at them go. And they do get it down to 40% HP. That was pretty good. Meanwhile, Leoric is doing Leoric things. There was some soak missed. Those gray dots, right? Ooh, Dark Knight, thank you for the raid. We have both teams trying to compete for this objective. ETC's looking. Power sides of Cassia and Nubrak. When Nubrak Whirl charges, there is a time loop on the Cassia. Cassia gets grouped back, but the Chromie is starting to get low. 130 HP and does go down by the Cassia, but Nubrak is chastised. 100 HP, they go down. So that was a 1-for-1 trade. Testar is still trapped though, and they're down to 160, but is able to walk away. Cassia gets chastised again, power slid. There's no DPS though, and ETC is getting hit by the 4. Leap of Faith does need to be used, and Junkrat disengages with the concussion mine. Meanwhile, in top lane, oh my god. So this answers the question, who wins, right? And then Drain Hope was hit there. I think Sanya won that. Yeah, Sanya's winning this, even with the Drain Hope upgrade. Does Sanya use the heal though? I mean, even still, right? Like, that's a pretty overwhelming. But both sides get the siege camp out. So, Bork Side of the Moon does have level 10 lead. Oh, ETC is looking here, but disengages. Hit them with that pump fake, you know? And Bork Side of the Moon does get the siege camp bottom. And Magnitude Aftershock is going to try to clear this, and they're trying to save this 4 here, right? ETC does hide in bush, but returns bot lane. And he did get mosh pit, by the way. Ooh, they're looking at Sanya here. They love to bully the offlane, but Sanya is able to suss it out and mounts up and runs top. So really great job by the Sanya. So Chromie went... Oh, Nubrak is booped over the wall, but is able to bird charge out. ETC is looking here though. The Impale is still up, and ETC does get stunned, and doesn't seem like they're gonna get anything. Yeah, so the soak experience is not as bad now. The soak gap, I mean. Oh, bird charge does. Oh, leap use on the Junkrat, but pole does get him out. Meanwhile, Cassie is fighting the ETC. Objective is top. Spooky Hand is what wins the matchup. I mean, I agree, but Leo, when we were watching here before, Leo hit the Spooky Hand on Sanya, and Sanya beat the crap out of him. ETC waiting in bush. Bork Side of the Moon is starting. Ooh, ETC hits 2. Cassia and Nubrak are getting mosh pit, but the mosh pit is cancelled. But Riptire hits the Cassia and Nubrak. Sanya is starting to get low. Entomb doesn't quite connect. ETC is starting to get low here, but power slides out. Valkyrie doesn't connect. Starfall used. Oh, Bow Charge hit on Leoric. Chastise doesn't connect either. Tyrande. Oh, Leap was used on the Junkrat. Junkrat concussion mines out. Ooh, Impale hits 2. Power slide on the Sanya. Sanya is starting to get low. Gets hit by a tire shot, but is able to walk out. They have like 100 HP there. And HP wise, Bork Side of the Moon is up. Let's see if Magnitude Aftershock is able to tap here. Sanya taps, Tyrande taps, Tapstar taps. They're trying to get healthy. Nubrak does not have tap though, so their front line is a little bit low. Nubrak gets time trapped. Dragon Breath doesn't quite connect on the Nubrak. With ETC power sliding out, Nubrak down to half HP. And the Bork Side move is up to 16. ETC does get walled in. Oh, time loop hits Sanya. Black hole used to disengage, but Sanya goes down. Light bomb hits the Cassia. Cassia is stuck in this entomb. I don't think she has anything for it. She's going down. So this is a 2-4-0 in favor of Bork Side of the Moon. They are way ahead of the objective here. So I think Magnitude Aftershock is going to give this up, and both teams go to bot lane. Or mid lane, sorry. Anubrak looking on the Leoric, but Leoric does Wraith Walk out. Tassar is going straight bottom. They do... I wonder if they're going to come back up here to protect the fort, though. Let's see. Anubrak, Tehran they are. Tassar seems to be staying here. Sanya is going top. I mean, Melee is pretty hard to kill Punishers with, right? Temporal Loop used on Nubrak. They still have Burrow Charge out. Yeah, Burrow Charge cancels it. Riptire goes out. Hits the Sanya. This Punisher seems like it's going to take down the 4. Tassar is moving up here. But Leoric is continuing to soak bottom. May get the fort bot. It seems like Bork Side of the Moon does leave the Punisher on its own and is going to get the mid. What is this? What the heck is this? Oh. Alright. Alright, chat. School me on this. Oh, hitting a hero with Sandblast reduces his cooldown by 3 seconds. You activate it to get 30 spell power for 8 seconds? That's pretty long. That's pretty good. Good talent. Everything's a good talent now. Tyrande Cleanse is 13-16. Oh, didn't... If it was 13, it was a pick. Stun combo hits ETC. Black Charge hits a lot. Oh, Valkyrie used on the Junkrat. Nurak is temporal loop though, and he goes down. We have Moshpit being hit in the backline here. They're also being surrounded by the Entomb. But Sanya does take down the Junkrat. He's chasing down the Chromie here. And Chromie does go down. Sanya spinning. Sanya and Cassie are both on the Anduin. Anduin goes down by the basic attack. But Sanya is starting to get low, 300 HP, but they spin away. Cassie is also able to run away, and that was a 3-for-1 trade in the favor of Magnitude Aftershock. Wow, this is some 120 IQ towers, right? They went for the doggo summoner first instead of the doggos themselves. We have Magnitude Aftershock capping this bot lane. Soak is pretty much even. Bork Side of the Moon does hit 16 a little bit earlier. Obviously, Bork Side of the Moon does have a significant siege advantage or tower advantage. They still have their top and bot fort. Yeah, full hour being used. With spell power reduction. With Burning Beetles at 13. Alright, chat, educate me on this. Why would you pick Burning Beetles versus the Hardened Carapace damage boop? Especially if you don't go Beetle build. That's the trivia. With Sanya being engaged on, there's no fort up here. Sanya tries to leap out, but Temporal Loop does hit her. She's Temporal Loops out. Since she's Temporal Loop back. She's in Tomb too. Gets down to 500 HP, 400 HP. Riptire hits, but she's alive. Ooh, and the Mosh Pit gets cancelled. Mosh Pit was hitting Tyrande Tassadar, but the Burrow Charge was able to cancel it. But Nubrak is starting to get low, trying to disengage. They are able to get away. 16? 16? What are you trying to say? 16 advantage? 16 Tyrande's cleanse is at 16? I think that's what you meant. Tyrande cleanse is at 16. ETC power sliding out. Burrow Charge doesn't quite connect. Magnitude Aftershock is up on the objective by around 13, 14, 15. Nubrak getting chunked to 60% HP, 40% HP. Entomb doesn't quite connect. Leap hits the Anduin Junkrat. Ooh, the Anduin does go down, but the Sanya is getting low too. Sanya goes down, but the Leoric is tiny and goes down too. But the Nubrak runs into a steel cage. They're going down, but the Hardened Carapace saves them, and they Burrow Charge out. ETC is Cocoon. Riptire comes out, hits Cassia. Cassia is still relatively healthy, and ETC is able to power slide out. And Magnitude Aftershock is up on objective. They have 7 more to go. Seems like they're gonna get this, but Nuback is low. Responding to Tyrande cleanse at 16. Yeah, nice. Thank you. All right, Leoric going A build again. Ooh, nice power slide by ETC. Ripper Air by Junkrat. Yeah, I want to see a Ripper Air Punisher stun dodge. That's what I want to see. I mean, you could do it without Ripper Air, obviously, but it's the mentality that counts. So Magnitude Aftershock extends, is able to get a little bit of a soak leaf, kind of like half a level-ish above. Bork, they get the fort bottom, but Bork's side move does still have the structure advantage. They have 1 more fort. But Magnitude Aftershock is starting to paint the map blue, so let's see what comes of this. Getting a 4 here with just camps, especially on Inferno Shrines, is a little bit hard, but let's see what happens. Especially the way they timed it, right? If they did this camp, then this camp, they might have been able to get mid 4 right. Or they could still get mid 4 here, because they're putting a lot of pressure bot, right? Which Bork side of the moon needs to address. And then while Bork side of the moon is addressing that, you can steal mid. But the thing is, like, because you did this last, this has a lot of time to crash. Whereas if you did this first, this would be crashing here now. But maybe. So Leoric is bot, so I guess they do have a numbers advantage, despite what I said. They're sieging. We have Sanya waiting for leap here. I like that. Yeah, it seems like they do have a level 20 upgrade too. Junkrat gets hit by the crater, is pulled out, but Magnitude Aftershock does get the 4. Ooh, Cassia is temporal looped and power slide, and Science Entomb. Ooh, Tastar and Cassia go down. We have Cocoon being used on ETC. And Magnitude Aftershock is on the run. So they did get the 4, but they get 2 of the heroes go down. And Pale hits Chromie Leoric. It seems like Bork side of the moon is going to go for Keep Wall. That makes sense. Keep all then 4? Is that the move? Oh, keep all then keep? Isn't that ambitious? Maybe I'm wrong. Educate me, chat. Is that ambitious? I mean, keep all and keep damage is good. But this is mid objective, right? And if they got the mid 4, then they could have threatened keep. They would have gotten the keep wall here and threatened keep. But now they gonna get the 4 and then threaten keep wall, right? Maybe. I mean, it depends how this team fight works out. Prove me wrong. Burning Beetle is maybe a match specific choice. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Kill these monkeys, right? They're not even monkeys. Why do people even call them monkeys? Anyway, ooh, Magnitude Aftershock going around here. Crater hits the Anduin. That's the right person to hit. Black hole connects too. Anduin's starting to get low. The temporal loop brings Sanya back to the Anduin. And we have Chromie and Cocoon here. Junkrat being stunned. We have Leoric and Tastar fighting. Both going low, but Tastar does go down. Sanya gets hit by the mosh pit, but that's cancelled. ETC goes down too. And, oh, death mosh, but no one there to follow up on it. Unfortunately. Chromie going bye-bye. And Magnitude Aftershock does get this objective. Look at this flank, man. Yeah, that was a crazy flank. Feel like mid 4 pile because mid objective? Yeah. Yeah, that was an insane flank. And they did it right? Like, it wasn't like solo queue Storm League's flank where you just go off on your own and you're just like, I hope this works. It was like they made a concerted effort to go together and claim the space so that Sonya can get there safely. And Tassadar was there to follow up on the Sonya crater. And then they found the exact person they needed to hit. They needed to hit Anduin, right? Because if you hit anyone else with the Leaf Crater, Anduin is just going to pull them out. But Anduin can't pull himself out. So that was like really well done by Magnitude Aftershock. So let's see what they do with this Punisher. No one's there to escort it. It seems like they're going to get the top left bruiser and another bruiser here. But that is going to give Bork Side of the Moon a chance to hit this Punisher for free. Ooh, the power slide doesn't quite connect. John Cena hits Chromie, I think it was Leoric. So Magnitude Aftershock elects to get this instead. That would put them up in the structure advantage. And it would allow, that move would allow them to get all of these, right? Honestly, like, if you do a camp like this, like spread of two in the same lane spread apart, that's so annoying. Because then you have to clear the first one, and then you have to stay to clear the second one. As opposed to if they were together, you could just clear them all at the same time and just go, right? Oh, it seems like they're doing their own siege first, so they're not gonna do this siege. I think if they did this, this would have been pretty free. And then they could have done this and this. Or maybe the other order, but this first for sure. We have ETC hiding in the bush here, but doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. Bork trying to look here. Sonya hiding in this bush. Ooh, Nubrak is gonna find ETC, but ETC power slides away. Mag making good trades. Yeah. I agree. Concussion Mine placed on this last remaining siege. Oh, alarm going off. Oh, ETC was found, but is able to power slide away. Yo, that power slide talent is so good against Tassadar. The level 4 crowd surfer. It's like, it's kind of insane. Forward charge doesn't quite connect. Temporal loop is on the Nubrak. He uses rewind. Oh, Valkyrie hits the mosh pit, and ETC is found low. But the death mosh is hitting Sonya and Cassia, but Bork Side of the Moon can't get there. Anduin is cocooned. Anduin is leap cratered. Ooh, Nubrak gets hella low and goes down. He was booped back here. Ooh, Leoric goes down to the Psionic Storm too. So that was a 3-for-1 trade. Magnitude Aftershock doesn't have their tank though, but Chromie is found by the wall. But they're not able to capitalize. Oh, the Cassie is trying, but they're able to walk away. Yeah, not having a tank makes it difficult because it's hard to pressure these two without a tank, right? And they're pretty good at defending. Holy shit, I'm so thirsty. I'm gonna chug water after this game. Have to take over walls with and against Tass. And Magnitude Aftershock is able to confirm this bot keep. So this Punisher, if they get it, does threaten the score. But this keep is getting... I don't know how this got down that low, but that keep is getting low too. So whoever wins this is... I ain't gonna say it's game, but it's gonna be painful. Let's just say that. So Magnitude Aftershock is here first. So they're able to get the first 9, 10. Leoric is looking. Bork Side of the Moon trying to catch up on the objective. 14-5 in favor of Magnitude Aftershock. Magnitude Aftershock looking for a flank again, but it's found. Sonya hit by the Chastise. Black Hole doesn't quite connect. Leoric is wild, but Wraiths walk away. And 17, 18, 12 now. Still in favor of Magnitude Aftershock. Sonya is hit by the Science Entomb. Nubrak is peeling for him here, and Leoric does go down. That was a good distraction by the Nubrak. Cocoon on the Anduin. Riptire goes out by Junkrat. It's not Riptire upgrades. ETC is alone here. Pile side's out, but he's getting low. Gets Leaf Crater, goes down. Up here, we have Light Bomb used on Anduin. Temporal Loop on Sanya, but Nubrak is messing things up here. This is Nubrak is kind of going off this fight. Yeah, the Nubrak kind of like distracted them as the Science Entomb hit the Sanya, and then Magnetic Aftershock was able to kill the Leoric. So that was a really great job by the Nubrak. The Magnetic Aftershock going for mid keep. That's good. Create more space before the Punisher arrives. Ooh, jumping on Junkrat. Leaf Crater used, but he's pulled down. Still goes down. Sanya is stuck by the core mechanic though. Burrow Charge used on Anduin. Doesn't quite connect. Cassia is also stopped. Punisher hitting the core. And Anduin going down. Bork used. Doesn't quite connect. Core is down to 70% HP. Cocoon on Leoric. Light Bomb hits a Nubrak. Cassia does go down, but the Punisher and the rest of the team take down Core. And we have game 3 going over to Magnitude Aftershock. Yo, that was a hella good game. That was a good game. Good. GG. GG indeed. Alright, so on the score screen. So this time we have Bork side of the moon taking top damage. I think this is for the first time. Junkrat with 69,000. Healing pretty even, but Tarande does 80,000 to Anduin 70,000. Soak. Sanya does beat Leoric by 4k, so really great job by the Sanya. I think Captain Roberts, their early game soak, I think they missed some waves, but I think their mid game and late game soak, it starts to get pretty insane. So really great job by them. Any interesting things with talents? Not too much. I think with Q build, a lot of people like to get the ball with Cassia, right? But I think there are some pretty good Valkyries. It also gives Cassia a way to cancel Mosh, right? So I don't hate this pick. I think I'm like a shotgun Junkrat believer, but I think Endless Nades is like pretty legit too. They played around loop wall late game. Yeah, you're right. The loops were not didn't hit as much late game. I mean, that's like an also interesting choice too, right? Like Komi went Q build, right? This is like, I mean, not Q build, but like spell power build. But usually with this build, people tend to go slowing sands, right? Because with the temporal loop, the dragon breath is pretty good because you kind of guarantee the dragon breath hitting. So maybe that was a factor too. I think ETC, there were some moshes that were good, I would say. But like, I just think ETC picking, I mean, ETC was picked in the 2-3 spot, right? And that's pretty early. And especially if you're seeing it in Nubarak, like, I think ETC is going to be pretty tough. I think ETC can be good, but he can be tough into a lot of matchups. All right, so let's go map view best of 5. So we have, let me get my NGS overlay. So yeah, so like I said before, following the laws of statistics, I think this is Newton's 4th law of physics. If you pick map pick in Nexus Gaming Series semifinals, B West for season 18, you will win 100% of the time. So Bork Side of the Moon has choice of first pick map pick. Let's see what they do. I think map pick is good just based on my like superior statistical knowledge and my advanced education, but we'll see. ETZ was good into Cassia and a good vision / mobility into tasks. Yeah, you're right actually, Rocky World. Like that is like a hella good point. The ETC was good into the task wall, although ETC was picked without seeing TAS, right? Unless that was like a 5-head prediction. And yeah, ETC was decently good into Cassia because of her short range. The Mosh was hard to secure at times. Yeah, completely agree with that. Very, very well said. All right. Lobby is not up yet. All right, I'm gonna take a bathroom break and I'm gonna chug water afterwards. Hydrate check everybody. I'm gonna be right back. I wish I had a commercial, right? That way, like, yo, I could make money going to the bathroom, right? If I play commercials in my NGS cast, I could make like 50 cents. All right, I'm back. Oh shit, the lobby's up. Don't start without me. Or didn't start without me. So we have Braxis holdout. Yo, what did I say? Braxis holdout picked by Bork Side of the Moon. Yo, you know what that means, right, chat? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what to say. Like, yeah, we'll see. So we have Magnitude Aftershock getting first pick. So Bork Side of the Moon, they had choice of first pick map pick and picked map pick and chose Bork Side of Braxis holdout. Oh no, this isn't Braxis holdout. This is Braxis outpost. So that changes things a lot, right? No, I'm just kidding. It's obviously Braxis holdout. All right, and we have both teams ready, and let's go to the draft scene. I didn't chug water, so I'm gonna do that now. All right. Game 4. We have a 2-1 game lead by Magnitude Aftershock. And let's see if Bork Side of the Moon can make this a full 5-game series. Alright, I'm gonna do some research right now. about these two teams because B West is a smaller division, like I was saying, right? There's only 7 teams in B West, so a lot of the teams they play against each other twice. Um, excuse me, I just burped because I freaking chugged water. Anyway, some matchup history. Bork side of new magnitude aftershock. On February 25th, Bork side of the moon won 2-1. And in April, magnitude aftershock won 2-0. So these teams faced each other twice during the regular season, and they went 1-1, right? So magnitude aftershock won the second series 2-0, and Bork side of the moon won the first earlier series in the earlier of the season 2-1. But anyway, we have different bans coming from magnitude aftershock. Instead of banning Sylve, they ban Stukov instead. They're sticking with the Cassia ban. They really don't want Borkside the Moon to get Cassia. And we do go back to the Maev Chromie ban by Borkside the Moon. And the first pick, Junkrat, pretty good. I mean, again, Junkrat is S tier, like I said, on this map. He's also S tier. What's up with that, right? Like, yo, why is this even a hero? Like, how is this hero allowed? But anyway, very solid first pick. Also, you know what? You know what we can also learn? Mag won both battles in previous meetings. You know what we also learned? BOE is showing but it's banned. Oh, that's my bad. It's Braxis, not BOE. But anyway, Johanna Vala being picked. So I wonder if they're gonna go AA Vala, right? Both AA Vala and Q Vala are pretty good because this map is so ARAM-y. Tesladar Diablo being picked. Sato is a good combo, right? Like they were Magnitude Aftershock was doing pretty good with the Testar wall and then Diablo shadow charging someone into that wall. I thought it was a cheeky combo. So if you healer off lane over on Magnitude Aftershock, Tyrande is being banned, and Borkside of the Moon still needs to pick their DPS healer off lane. Zag answer to Junkrat. Sorry, because of the delay, it's hard to tell the context of things. Dahaka being banned. I mean, Smoke has been spamming Leoric though, right? Dahaka's pretty good on this map though, so I wouldn't blame them. I mean, if Borkside of the Moon has last pick, they could give the offlaner the last pick. And it's not a requirement, but it's pretty good. Four-man Thrall incoming. Urel? White main. Could be four-man Thrall. So white main Vala again, right? Like we saw Borkside and the Moon do that before. Ariel. Oh, we haven't seen Ariel by Diet Llama. And four-man Thrall incoming. Wait, I'm dumb. This is not four-man Thrall. Sorry. I got excited. But the Thrall was picked. Thrall was picked. Let's see what Bacon picks. You think Captain Roberts thought that Borkside the Moon was gonna pick four-man Thrall? Oh, we have Zarya picked. Zarya white main to support the Vala. Holy crap. I'll be so mad. I hate playing against that shit. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna refill my water because I'm gonna chug this shit again. I'm like so thirsty right now. Alrighty. So we have Game 4 of Nexus Gaming Series Div B West semifinals against Magnitude Aftershock and Bork Side of the Moon. So for Bork Side of the Moon, we have ATD09 on Johanna, Grizzly on Vala, Bacon on White Mane, and Silver Spy on Zarya, and Smoke on Euron. We have 4-man top here, so this should be interesting. That's interesting. We have, and on 19 Aftershock, we have Wraithling on Diablo, Punk on Tassar, Amy820 on Junkrat, Dilemma on Ario, and Captain Roberts on Thrall. I mean, so they see the URL. So they're going to try to get something here. Zarya is tanking with their shields. Switches to Johanna tanking with the shield. Thrall is trying to stop this. Oh, Thrall moves up. It's starting to get low. Thrall goes down, but Uro also goes down. There's no way I was going to catch both of that. But both the offlanes go down. Bork Side of the Moon is ahead on the race. Oh my god, is this going to be a 3-minute Braxis? Tassar moves up, uses the wall, tries to get the wave. And Bork Side of the Moon is way ahead. The thing about this strategy though is that Vala isn't getting any stacks, right? I'm still in the draft thing. Alright, let's fix that. Oh, we have a wall coming out here. Johanna's trapped. Gets down to 30% HP, but they are healed up a little bit. And Bork Side of the Moon got a lot of fort for that. So let's see how this turned out. Yeah, Bork Side of the Moon picked this map, right? So this is funky. Oh, we have both teams doing camp. Magnitude Aftershock is getting both camps though, so let's see how that turns out. But again though, right? Like Vala's not stacking. If you're gonna do this, I would have picked like a gray main, right? Junkrat might be enough to stop the double support cheese. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, if they even like fight like that, right? Ooh, Diablo is contesting this camp along with Ario. Uro is stunned. Junkrat's here now. Oh, Thrall was slain. Sorry, I missed that. This is like, okay, I'm gonna unlock 100% of my brain and I'm gonna catch every action, guys. Because this is an action-packed match and they deserve this. Alright. Urel's boot back. Bork Side of the Moon does get the top 4. Urel goes down. There was a charge flip being used. I missed something. Yo, this is impossible. Yeah. Anyway, alright. I got unlocked 120% of my brain. Bork Side of the Moon is hitting this top keep wall now. Magnitude Aftershock is still on this fort. They get it down to 40% HP. They do have the bruisers that they stole. And they finally finish with the fort. Tassar is down here, uses the wall. Johanna gets rooted, has to pop Iron Skin. Ooh, Vala goes down to the Q. That was a Gambit stack. That was a really nice Q by the Junkrat. Thrall roots the Johanna and Tassar and Thrall take him down. You have Diablo and Zarya fighting down here. Alright, yeah, 120% of my brain. That's what I need to not miss anything. Alright. Uro is trying to get this point back, but Tassar is here. Wall doesn't quite connect. White Mane takes top back. Diablo charge, flip on the Uro. Uro is shielded though, and she gets out. I almost missed top. Thrall is 40% HP. You have a 4v2 situation here. Uro punch back, jumps out, wall doesn't quite connect. Thrall's gonna try to take this top point back. And White Mane, everyone else is going bottom. This is a 5v4 situation in Bork side of Moon's favor. Magnitude Aftershock is able to see that. Concussion Mine boops 2 away. And Bork side of Moon is able to get the objective back, but Thrall is able to take top. Soak lead is even. Structure advantage a little bit on the side of Bork side of the Moon. That keep wall is half down. Johanna has to pop her Iron Skin. She's down to like 60% HP though. And there are 2 top for Bork Side of the Moon. Something happened here. I'm guessing Johanna got charged. I don't know if they can get anything here though. Looking for a wall. Walk traps the white main, but not too much. We have a 1v1 situation here. Where did Thrall go? Percent damage. Johanna flip, pops Iron Skin. Seems like Thrall's winning that 1v1, right? He pops the Ancestral Wrath. Yeah, and Thrall is able to claim it. And Magnitude Aftershock is getting this objective channeled. Seems like Bork Side of the Moon is going to send their resources top. Thrall might get ganked here. Let's see if he notices. He does notice, and he's able to run away. And Magnitude Aftershock gets the camp here. And it seems like Bork Side of the Moon is going to start theirs too. So we have Magnitude Aftershock at 80% objective, Bork Side of the Moon at 18. Soak is around even. Ooh, Magnitude Aftershock has numbers here. Wall doesn't quite connect. Johanna is still stuck, but she has Iron Skin. And both teams take the objective, so this is not going to channel still. What a game. This is what we like to see. Diablo hanging on to this. Ooh, charges the Vala, but no one's there to follow it up. Johanna hits the... That wasn't subdue though. That was just regular punish. Johanna rooted. Pops Iron Skin. Thrall's starting to go bottom now. Oh, Johanna gets booped and charged back into the team, but the white main healing going off, and Vala is chasing down the Junkrat but can't quite finish. Johanna is dangerously low here. We have Thrall getting 2v1. Oh, and he gets explosion zoned away. And Uro jumps him, and Thrall does go down. In the meantime, Magnitude Aftershock is hanging on to this top objective. The explosion zone, that's pretty good. Yo, Zarya pretty good on this map, huh? APOC used on Uro, connects, Riptire used too, and Uro pops her ulti and is healing up. Wall, she jumps over it. So that was 2 ultis used by Magnitude Aftershock, right? And there is Blessed Shield out. Johanna's looking, pops Iron Skin. Zarya is, yeah, they were pushed a little bit back. Bork Side of the Moon gets a little bit of channel, but Thrall is going to take it back the top objective. Bork Side of the Moon does have numbers advantage here, but it looks like they are switching it up. Magnitude Aftershock might get a little bit of the objective here. Yeah, they got 6%. Magnitude Aftershock looking. Charge flips to Zarya. Zarya uses Explosion Jump, but the wall's still up. Wall connects on the Zarya. Shockray hits the Zarya. They're still looking. I mean, Diablo's about to CC her again, right? Yeah, they do get CC'd. Black holes were used. Thrall is trying to run here. Almost missed that. Oh, your rug goes down too. 120% my brain working out. Haven't missed a kill yet. And Thrall is able to take back this objective. We have Junkrat going on the Johanna, but Johanna pops Iron Skin. Oh my god, that is a wild call. I mean, I guess they could get it. I mean, they killed 2, right? I guess it's not that wild. I guess it's just early. Ooh, Riptire pushes Johanna away. Johanna has to pop Iron Skin. Earthquake was used, but doesn't quite connect. And Bork Side of the Moon is able to disengage. Bork Side of the Moon is also channeling both objectives. And they're able to get 36%, but Magnitude Aftershock might get both here too. They have the bot objective. And Val's gonna E in. Rain of Vengeance doesn't quite connect. Ooh, APOC combo hits the white main. Explosion Drone trying to flips them. Whitemane does cast Scarlet Aegis, and now Diablo's starting to go down. He does go down here. Vala finishes the quest. Black Hole used to disengage. That Explosion Drone was really good. It blocked Junkrat and Tassadar out of the fight. But this boss is still going. Let's see if it gets to keep. I don't think it does, but... Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my, yo, I am never... Yo... I am never casting again. No, I'm kidding. That was pretty good though. So we have Vala at 58 stacks. I think she only has one death. Yeah, she has one death. Johanna, ooh, gets wallbang. Pops her unstoppable. Rain of Vengeance hits 3 though. And Johanna is able to walk away. Zarya is half HP too, but she walks away. Riptire pushes everyone away. And they're able to get the top objective, but Uro gets bottom. So Magnitude the Aftershock does have the structure advantage here. But Bork Side of the Moon is slightly closer to 13s. What a game. NGS playoffs, yo. That's what I'm talking about, you know. Holy crap. Alright, Magnitude Aftershock is still with 5, but Bork Side of the Moon does have 13 advantage. I mean, Magnitude Aftershock does see the Uro down here though. I don't know if I... Yeah. So the Titan advantage is gone. Earthquake is used, but Johanna pops Iron Skin. Diablo's looking for an APOC combo. Doesn't quite connect. Magnitude Aftershock retreats back to the objective. They're all moving down to cap the bot objective. So we have a 4v4 situation down here. I know there's a fight going down bot, but I want to watch this. Diablo getting hit. APOC used. Also, Thrall did get the bot objective at some point. Riptire pop. Diablo does go down. But Junkrat, the squishes are all caught here. They don't have a 4 here, right? So this is going to be pretty painful. Junkrat trying to run to the concussion mine. Ooh, that was a hella good concussion mine. But Zarya doing massive amounts of damage. But Junkrat does get out. So Bork Side of the Moon did win this top team fight. But Magnitude Aftershock just has slightly a little bit more Zerg. Keep all going down Bork Side of the Moon side. Whatever. Yeah, so I think this is going to stay put. And this is going to stay put. Yeah, so Magnitude Aftershock still has the structure advantage. Bork Side of the Moon still has slight, like, quarter level soak advantage. Not too much. Both camps up. Oh no, only the bruisers are up for Bork Side of the Moon. And only bruisers up for Magnitude Aftershock. But their siege comes up 30 seconds earlier. So let's see what happens there. Seems like Magnitude Aftershock is gonna do their siege. They're sticking together, and yeah, Bork Side of the Moon is gonna look here. Diablo's anchoring. Diablo stuns the Zarya. Johanna's way in there. Black Hole hits the Zarya. Earthquake is used too. Johanna pops Iron Skin. APOC is still up. Whitemane is left behind and goes down. But APOC is still up, so this might be painful here. Oh, Diablo is trying to... Oh, Diablo's trying to mount up, but he got hit by the Best Hammer. But Johanna goes down anyway. Junkrat boops up. APOC is still up though, so if a squishy moves up, like this is one of those situations where I was saying, right? Like if you're sieging and you have your tank, it's really like it could be painful. But instead, Magnitude Aftershock decides to, I think they're trying to get 16 advantage. Oh, they're gonna push top. Yeah, I mean, this is where their Zerg is gonna come next, right? And there's bruisers here. They still have the 16 advantage. They did get the entire keep. And yeah, they're obviously gonna do this because they still have 16 advantage. So stack count. Diablo not quite full souls. Tessa almost done. Vala 83. Johanna flipped. Iron Skin used. And I don't think there's gonna be a big fight here. Ooh, Thrall stun, but not. Ooh, Thrall's getting. Okay, yeah. Smart move by the Thrall to go left instead of down. Ooh. Let's see how this turns out. The entire Bork side of the Moon team is still up, right? I mean, 90 to Aftershock still has a siege camp. Oh, Blessed Shield goes out. Ario going down to half. Has to use Crystal Aegis. APOC hits 3. And Bork side of the Moon gets the boss. Johanna and Yura are in there. 92 Aftershock kind of getting low. Ario goes down. Let's see if they get any more. Johanna's chasing down Junkrat. Bala is getting chased. I mean, Diablo's getting chased down by everyone else. Junkrat down to 150. Goes down by the Punish. Yo. Okay, I was about to say, is that Punish damage upgrade? But this Siege Camp. It's like, Borkside, Magnitude Aftershock got the boss, right? Borkside of the Moon won the team fight. But it's like, at what cost, you know? You guys know the at what cost thing? I'm looking it up now. So the boss and the siege camp combo does take down the top keep, and Magnitude Aftershock is able to get the channel objective. But Bork Side of the Moon did get 36 while after winning the team fight though. And now it's 42-36. Johanna moving up, but she's kind of alone though. Tysar is a little bit far out. Oh, now they're kind of split. Tysar is looking for a flank, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Zarya finds him. Explosion Zone doesn't quite connect. That was pretty close. Thrall moving up here. Rain of Vengeance connects on the Thrall. Thrall is down to half HP. But we have APOC combo used on the white main who's alone. Can't pop Scarlet Aegis and goes down. Riptire is used. Let's see if that boops anyone back. Iron Skin used on the Johanna. Zarya gets booped back, hit by... But there's a huge shield. We have charge, flip on the Zarya. Rooted right after. Nice combo. Oh, and we have the fort pressure being pressed on the camp. Charge flip on Uro. I don't think they can kill that though. Here, I'll post the at what cost thing. That's from like another MOBA. But at what cost? Alright, so we have Magnitude Aftershock channeling the objective. Ooh, Johanna's starting to get low. I don't think she has Iron Skin. Yeah, she doesn't. It goes down. And Magnitude Aftershock has an entire level lead, and they have a full Zerg wave heading towards an exposed core. There's no keeps. There's bruisers down here. And Magnitude Aftershock doesn't have their tank. Ooh, Vala is hit by the charge flip. Unstop used. But Ura's in here. Doesn't have ulti and goes down. So this is looking pretty dire for Bork Side of the Moon. Zarya down to 25% HP. Use Pop's shield. APOC combo. Hit on the white main. Zarya goes down in the meantime. White main does not have Scarlet Aegis. Goes down too. And this is looking... Core down at 60%. And yeah, that is game 4. Wow, they defied the laws of physics. And they won a map that they didn't pick. Dang. That was an insane game. Yo, that was like a tongue twister game. So let's look at the damage charts real quick. I will be doing interviews because it's playoffs. I usually don't, but you know, it's playoffs at the end of the season, so definitely want to give a chance for the players to have their say. I'm gonna pop in the voice channel real quick, and I will be awaiting someone. I'm gonna do a sound check when someone comes in too, because I haven't done interview. Hey, congrats you two on the win. Yeah, how does it feel? Let's start with that.
Good. I'm tired.
Tired? Yeah. I mean, that's like super valid. Those were some intense games, and that last map was like just wild just from the first second.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so I guess we can jump straight into questions. So let's go with the map picks, right? So we did notice that up until the last game, every team that picked the map had won, right? So y'all picked Towers of Doom, won that. They picked Dragonshire, won that. Y'all picked Inferno Shrines and won that. So going into Brax's holdout, then a map that Bork Side of the Moon picked. So like, what was kind of like your thought process going into that map?
Well,
think
for me, that map is really all about like fighting. I mean, usually, but you would fight like 4v4, and whoever has more resources usually wins. So whoever has more healing, no mana issues, stuff like that. So that comes into play a lot on that map. So with the draft, we thought Junkrat was a good solid first pick, and then I talked to Diane. It's like, hey, do you play Ariel? And we got him to play Ariel. So that worked out well.
yeah, we
That's
were
my thought
expecting
process.
the manaless heroes to go some edge. Turns out they sent 4 top, so we didn't really
Yeah.
have a draft to push as well as they could. So we tried to find any advantage we could with those bogus rotations that they were forcing us to do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
If they go top, we go bot. If they take a camp, we try to take a camp, and we snuck in a couple bosses.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, well, I know like they had a pretty wild race going on top, um, like the first four-person push. But yeah, it seems like y'all were able to kind of like um, work through that and really take the win there. Um, so it seems like so another question. Then moving on. So all four games, you guys stopped Cassia from being picked by Bork Side of the Moon. So you banned Cassia in 3 of the games and picked them in one. Um, so I I guess like a lot of the bans are like player based, right? So like was that something that y'all talked about up front, like kind of like keeping Cassia out of their hands, trying to pick it and trying to ban it and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think um I know last time when we scrimmed against them or fought against them in the previous matches, like their Cassia is like pretty scary, and it's messed me up a couple of times, especially if I'm picking characters like Tychus. So I was leery of that, and plus I think Bacon's just spooky, so gotta ban him out.
Nice. Cool. So, I guess like moving on to a more general question, what is both of your kind of like thought processes, thoughts, mood, vibes, moving forward in the playoffs now that y'all are moving to the next round?
um, good vibes. I think we're gonna focus on scouting and just trying to form like good idea for what we want our comps to be in the future, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Um. So I guess last game related question, um, for both of you, if you want, what was the most exciting part of the series for you tonight?
Oh, you go first, Amy.
Oh gosh, that boss.
The
Just
last boss, the second
The
yeah.
boss.
second boss.
It's just like everyone was just doing it, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
can't
Amy
believe
didn't
we
want to
got
do it.
it.
But I'm like, I'm already hitting it. I'm already hitting it. That was
Yeah.
pretty great.
Yeah, that rip tire was pretty good because it like ever so slightly pushed Johanna away.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
It
unfortunate
was
that
scary
we kind
too
of
because
medium wiped, but it
Mm-hmm.
paid off.
yeah, it was like I knew that out of all the characters, it's like she's the one that's gonna try to step on it. So I just had to watch for if she used Iron Skin and if she's walking up to it and just tire. Boop,
Mm-hmm.
we got it.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, and like an MVP moment, which isn't so like obvious, is for Towers of Doom.
Ooh, yeah.
We were able to just keep all of the forts' health going down at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
which got us a 6 cap
Mm-hmm.
for a quick win.
Yeah.
And that's all off lane work. I
Mm-hmm.
think Robert did really well to clean up the off lane and to push it all at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
The off lane was played really well there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was a wild moment and like that's a good call out about the off lane cuz Captain
It's
Roberts
not
was like,
flashy,
yeah, it's not
until you
flashy.
get a 6 cap. You're like, what the heck? How'd that happen?
Mhm. Yeah. And he was also getting like 2v1 a lot of the time because like the foul stat was moving up towards him. And there was one point where like the entire 4-man on Bork side of the moon moved up to mid lane. So like yeah, he was definitely getting like um outmanned there, and like yeah, it was pretty wild to see him like, and he also I think ended up with 10k more soak than Leoric that game too. So yeah, that's a really great call out. Um, and that was a wild moment too. I think y'all like shaved 28 points off of the board in that like single span.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, last thing. Let's do like shout outs. Like, who do y'all want to shout out? And let's start with Amy first.
Well, shouts to you. Thank you for casting.
Mhm.
Shouts to the enemy team too. They played really well and they were spooky. Shout outs to everyone on my team. I had a lot of fun and we fought hard and we got the dub. Uh let's see. Shout out to my parents who may be watching this later. Shouts to anyone I know, and that's it.
Nice. And Punk.
I'd really like to thank the academy, all
Nice.
all the training that they gave us at boot camp really paid off these games. We were disciplined. I'd like to thank everybody from Magnitude that tuned in. There's lots of people that tuned in and hung out, and we got lots of messages before the game too from captains of other teams, just giving us some words of encouragement and all this stuff. So it's really fun to watch the NGS community come together in playoffs and support opposing teams. It's great. So shout out to everybody there.
Yeah. Cool. And yeah, definitely. Congrats to both of you, and congrats to your team for winning the first round of the playoffs. And yeah, well played by both teams. And thanks so much for coming to talk about the game.
Yeah,
Of
thanks for the cast,
course.
Easy.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. Yeah. So really well played game. Yo, I like completely forgot about like the 28-point swing to finish the game in Towers of Doom. It was such a crazy series, and that was like the first game, right? So like, I'm glad he mentioned that because that was an insane moment. I'm definitely gonna rewatch that moment later. Um, but yeah, really all the games, like the first game up until the last game, where we have like this crazy strat, and and both teams were base racing. Um, yeah, I'm super glad I cast this, and thank you so much everyone for joining to watch and really supporting the Nexus NGS community. I'm gonna do exclamation point NGS. If you want to find out more about the NGS community, and let's find someone to raid. So who's online? Who's casting? Who's streaming? All right, we have. We have Norator, who's playing quick match. Yeah, they hang out in NGS, right? Yeah, why don't we raid them? All right. Well, thanks again for stopping by, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your night. Bye bye. Let's see if I do this right.